What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. Time for some weekly what solds. It wasn't the best week. I'm seeing this from a lot of different YouTubers actually, that there wasn't a lot of good sales. I had 12 sales last week, right? Probably one of the lowest weeks we've had in a long time. And sale of the week even wasn't all that great. But yeah, some interesting things and definitely some things we can learn. Sold a lot for friends actually, so that's kind of fun too. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right. So up first, baseball glove. This one's a Rawlings baseball glove. And Amber and I found like 5 or 6 of these at a Savers thrift store about a month ago, I would say. And paid $5 each for them. This one, I thought maybe I could get $20 to $30. I priced it at $30, hoping for a best offer, maybe $20, $25, and ended up selling for the full $30. So pretty nice little flip for a baseball glove. This is something that I've been trying to get more into. Just trying to learn this space a little bit more, trying to figure out what brands are going to be good, right? So Rawlings seems to be a pretty good brand. I think I'm going to keep looking out for that. We sold a pretty nice bat last year. Brand name was DeMarini, right? So just trying to figure that kind of stuff out. What other equipment might I be able to find that I can sell? So yeah, stay tuned for more on that. I'll keep you posted as I discover some more things that I can pass along to you. Up second this week, this is Game Party 3 for the Wii. Definitely one of my favorite things to sell, video games. Everybody I think out there knows video games can be worth some money. This one sold for, I think it was like $10 or $11 free shipping. I've got in here about $7.11 after I paid for shipping. Ship these first class in a like padded envelope. So really easy to ship, right? You don't have to do a lot to get them out the door. And this was one of my friends. My friend Liz, she was helping her parents move. She found a ton of board games and video game stuff that she sold to me at a reasonable price. We normally do about 40% of what the eBay value is. Therefore, I get 40%, she gets 40%, and 20% goes to fees, shipping charges, anything like that. So yeah, 40% is going to go to me, about $2.80. Not really a ton, and then about the same to Liz. Thank you, Liz. All right. Number 3 this week, this is some K'NEX pieces, K-N-E-X. And I had bought this roller coaster set probably 18 months ago, something like that. And it wasn't complete, not even close. So I sold off the big parts that were actually had some good value to them. And then I figured I don't really want to donate these. They're just going to kind of sit. So I looked at how other people were listing them, and they were in these big bundles of same types of pieces. So that's what I did. I put up these bundles of same types of pieces. And this one took the longest out of all of them to sell. This was the last one. Did not sell for much, you guys. I think I ended up selling it for like $9 free shipping or something like that. Maybe even $7 free shipping. I don't know. After shipping, $2. The good news here is that I put a cost of goods sold on this of $0 since I had already sold a bunch of stuff out of this bundle. And I think I only ended up paying like $15 or $20 for the whole thing. And I think one part in there ended up selling for like $30 or $40. So it ended up being a pretty good flip overall, but probably a little too much work for $2. Especially since probably the fees are going to be more than $2, you guys. I was asking Amber, like, what did she think? And she was like, yes, this is definitely
Amber's weird sale of the week.
So glad that she decided to pick out a good weird one this week, because this is pretty weird. She did not think this was going to sell. I think I've already got the one for next week's video. She already told me there was one item that sold that she was like, no, there was no way that was going to sell. And it did. So it's always fun to kind of get that perspective of like pretty much anything will sell if you price it right and you have some patience, right? So... All right, item number 4 this week. This is a pet safe gentle collar, right? It goes around the dog's head, and then it's gentle, so it's not choking the dog. It's not necessarily a harness, right? So a lot of different ways you can lead your dog around. This is something that Amber found at Savers thrift store a few weeks back. I think we paid $1 for this. And after, I think we paid, or sold it for like $15.99 free shipping. After shipping, it was about $12. So really solid flip for $1, right? The same as the video games, goes in a nice little padded mailer, basically, or bubble mailer, one of those yellow ones, right? So I got a whole bunch of those on Amazon for really cheap. It's super easy to ship in them. Pop this thing in there, put the label on it, boom, out the door. Definitely always trying to look for how to make this more efficient, right? And hey, $1 into $12, that is great. Going to be a nice little flip, we'll call it, right? All right, item number 5 this week. This is from my friend Heather. We were helping her dad move, and he had a storage unit and he had a whole bunch of stuff. I've been slowly going through all the boxes that were in there. And this was just something where I'm like, I think probably I can sell this. It did take about a year to sell, you guys. And it sold for $10, which is what I about thought it would sell for. So same deal with the thing I told you with Liz, can be about 40% to me, 40% to Heather. So $4 to me, $4 to Heather. Thank you, Heather. All right, item number 6. I thought maybe this might be the weird item of the week. We got these and some other similar items from one of those Amazon bins stores, right? Where somebody buys Amazon returns and they puts them in their bin store where there's all these different bins, and you can go dig through them. And we went in on a dollar day where everything was $1, or I think if you could fill up the bag, it would have been like $15 or $20 or something like that for whatever you could fit in the bag. And it didn't even have to be inside the bag. It could be sitting on top of the bag, honestly. Like they were just trying to clear this place out. We took a quick look through, found a couple things we thought, hey, maybe these things will sell. The vacuum bags have been selling, not very well though, you guys, right? After shipping, this one's going to be $6.28. So even for $1, not really the best flip in the world. Probably will not be buying these again, at least not without looking them up first to see if there's any value. All right, item number 7 this week is a Starbucks tumbler. This one is very green. I got this at a Goodwill a few months ago, and it was right. It was only about, let's see here, it was $2, so that's always really nice. And sold it for $25. So definitely one of those things that I like to buy and resell is Starbucks items. Especially like the You Are Here or I'm not exactly sure. There's a bunch of them where it's for the different cities or maybe for a country. This was not one of those, but I took a quick look on eBay when I found it in the store and took a shot on it. And sure enough, it took a little longer than you might like for things to sell, but it did sell within a few months and for a good profit, right? $2 into $25, solid flip. All right, item number 8. This is from my mother-in-law. We were helping Amber's parents clean out her grandma's house, and we went through the attic. We went through every room in the house. And this, you guys, this would have been like kind of a picker's paradise. There was tons of really interesting stuff. I took out some of the stuff that I thought this has a good chance of doing well without it being a ton of work. And oh my gosh, we actually sold a ton of stuff. There's still a few of these things that are more long tail. So this has been over a year, almost a year and a half now. And we started out with 4 of these plates down to 2. So right after this one's done selling, we'll have 1 left. This one's pretty good, right? $15. So same deal as the others. $6 to me, $6 to Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. Item number 9. This is actually another Heather item, right, from her dad's stuff. Panasonic pencil sharpener is an electric pencil sharpener. Thought I could probably get $15 to $20 for it. It did take about a year to sell, similar to the other stuff. There was supposed to be like a sticker on top. This one was missing. Otherwise, I think it may have sold a little bit faster. Definitely something that I'm not used to selling. Like electric pencil sharpeners, didn't really know how well it would sell, and it sold okay, right? Like I said, it sat for about a year. Not exactly the kind of flip you're always looking for, right? I'm using more of the quick flip. I want it out the door as quickly as possible. So really looking for that high sell-through rate. And this one was not it, but it did sell. So similar to the one for Minnie, $6 to me and $6 to Heather. Thank you, Heather. Item number 10, right? I told you there's going to be a lot of these that are for friends and family this week. This is from my friend Eric and his son Gabe. Imaginext Dino Fortress. These have been pretty fun. He had a bunch of these, and I really was hoping he'd have a lot of the figures to go with it, right? Because that'll bump the value up and really bump the sell-through rate up, you guys. Like that's the key with these. The figures themselves even will sell all alone, but excuse me, the play sets really, they do need their figures or their accessories. They'll sell a lot better with them, and of course, most time you don't have those, right? They just do not have them along with them. So take what you can get. This was helping out a friend, so I don't mind at all helping out. It did sell for $20, so it's going to be $8 to me and $8 to Gabe. Thank you, Gabe. And item number 11. I've got a picture up here, But this is not the picture of what is actually sold, because I sold this on Facebook Marketplace as a local sale, which I don't do very often, you guys. For the most part, almost everything I sell is shipping, right? So this is really odd almost to me that it's still something that's local. So there's a Starbucks not far from here. I meet people there, right? It's well lit. There's always people around. It's very safe. I recommend you guys do the same if you're going to do it. But yeah, $40 in cash, which is unusual. Very, very happy to get cash for this, right? So then I don't know fees to anybody. So it's like I literally made all the money that I could off of this. So I bought this entire vacuum setup, I don't know, probably about 6 months ago. It's been sitting in my storage unit. Finally dug it out, tested it, made sure it was working, and started listing it in parts, right? Because this one's for sure in my mind a when in doubt, parted out type situation. You could sell the whole vacuum for maybe like 100, 150. But honestly, that is a big item to ship, right, guys? So if you've got the time and effort and you want to ship it, it's not a bad flip at all at that price. But to me, I'm like, I can ship the hose in a normal sized box and I don't have to worry about it. Same with the rest of the stuff. It ships in like some of my normal sized boxes without too much worry. So that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be making the most sense to me. At $40, if you guys can believe it, this one is the sale of the week. That's a pretty bad week when a $40 sale is the sale of the week. But what are you going to do? Some weeks are like that. Some weeks are good. Some weeks are bad. And this is more on the low side. It'll all even out, though. I promise you. All right. So I was into that for $3.54 because, like I said, I paid $10 for the whole vacuum setup. And I'm already in the profit on one item, especially getting cash. Cash is king. All right, last item of the week, item number 12. This is from my sister-in-law, Natalie. She gave me a bunch of her old video game stuff that she was just like, I don't want this anymore. We sold the heck out of it. And finally starting to get to some of the last items that I knew were a little bit more work with not as much profit, like this Wii Fit balance board, right? And I bundled a couple of games with it. The Wii Fit Plus, I think, was one of them, and the regular Wii Fit game. So $20 sold, $8 to me, $8 to Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. And with that is actually going to do it this week, you guys. $200 in sales. Just a slow week. What are you going to do, though? 12 items sold. We're going to have, let's see here, about $31 in fees. So not a ton of fees, which is good. And then cost of goods sold was actually only about $46. So about $76 of the 200 is going to be fees and cost of goods sold. So not the best. We did a bunch of sourcing last weekend. We did about 3 hours of sourcing. And last week I did about 4 hours of listing. All in all, I spent about 9 hours working on my reselling business. So taking the profits of that about $125, dividing it by those 9 hours, it's going to be about $14 an hour in profit that I'm going to pay myself. Definitely not where my goal is going to be. My goal is $30 an hour, which for the most part I hit. And for sure, even looking at the end of the year last year, I was about $35. So like it's achievable based on my approximate 10 to 15 hours a week that I'm putting into it. It's reasonable for this kind of profit. Overall, I'm looking to sell about $700 in sales a week, right? That's where I'm really looking to be. And hopefully we'll get there. It's been a while since I've really been consistently there. Of course, like I said, it all evens out. At the end of the year last year, I was more like $1,000 to $1,500 per week. In the fourth quarter, we just did banging business. It was crazy. Right? So these little weeks at the beginning of the year, they're all going to even out, especially as we start to get into the summertime. And there are some garage sales and estate sales, right? We're going to get some amazing stuff that's going to sell really fast. And that'll bring that dollar sales up, which is really nice. All right, that's going to do it this week, you guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button. And if you're interested in subscribing, please do so. I try to post a video every Wednesday and Saturday, so you can hit that bell icon to be reminded when I do post. If you're not interested in subscribing, that's okay. It's nice that you were watching, so thank you. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.